like, no, nigga, they really took us to a plantation as a field trip.
Grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And you like and comment and subscribe to the channel. Helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all collective. If you're watching on your TV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I did want to say yes. Some of y'all did see me at the Folsom and Grant game over this on Saturday. And I seen some of y'all come up to me. Y'all showed some love. And some of y'all was like, man, I want to take a picture, but I don't want to do too much, bro. Just go ahead and chill with your fam. It's all good. Y'all ever see me out and about, we could chop it up. We could talk for a second. Y'all won't interfere. My family has grown to get a little bit accustomed to when somebody runs up to me and say, hey, how you doing? Take a picture. If y'all want to take a picture, bro, it's all good. I'm going to always share that too. So if y'all tag me, I'm going to always tag y'all right back. Share it on my Instagram as well. Show some love to whoever I ran into. So yeah, I was there. That was a dope ass game. Shout out to Jamison Powell, man. That's my favorite player. On Folsom, that's my favorite player. He was getting busy. He was getting busy, bro. I feel like he get overlooked. Shout out to Jamison Powell. But also, Ryder Lyons did his big one too. I mean, I'm not going to lie. He was letting the ball fly around the field a little bit. No one recruit. I give it to him. BYU. And we got Jamison Powell over here going to Ole Miss. Dope. That shit was dope. Grant did their thing too. Grant always putting out fire-ass players. Always. Yeah. Legendary school as well, bro. Nothing but legends come out of there. Nothing but legends come out of there. One of my favorite players ever. Not even make it to the league. Came from there. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go. Just like that movie. Check that movie out if you haven't.
God was real.
I told y'all my situation.
MK Ultra created TikTok. Hear me out. This is my theory. MK Ultra, as a small background, back in the 70s, was an actual thing. It was a program where they took the most intelligent kids out of prestigious colleges and put them through this program to basically brainwash them. It was a form of mind control that they were trying to put on these intellectual, like, adolescents, to see how much they could control these people, how much they could actually use mind control. It's very interesting that on this platform they push trending things. Make sure you say these words when you're trending. Make sure you do this. Make sure you say this specific sentence in this specific way. Make sure you use this sound in this specific way. And I believe, what I think will happen is they are slowly, without us realizing it, making all these users, all of these creators, use these specific keywords to, like, unlock something in their brain so that then they can be controlled by the government. Actually, kind of so serious. Because if you're on this creator program or whatever that I've recently been on, it goes into insane stuff. It'll say, make sure you say, like, whose kid is this? And point to something, like, on your left. When you realize how meticulously curated your For You page is and your algorithm is, oh, this isn't just random that all of these other people on my For You page have the exact same comedy as me. Because when you look back, I challenge you to look back at your old likes, like scroll back like 2 years and look back at the things that you liked. And then you can see a pattern of everything that you liked at that point and how much it has changed in the years. And it starts off with a specific trend and it just keeps going. So I truly believe that there is some sort of form of mind control going on here where everyone is going to eventually be of the same consciousness, and they will eventually be able to unlock something in your brain, if you're not paying attention to it, that could really mess with your brain chemistry. I don't know if I'm right, but if I am, and I disappear one day, I didn't do that. It wasn't me. Someone did it to me. Also, this was just a joke, so.
I seen a comment, somebody said, what if MK Ultra was used on that village in Russia to cause them to go to sleep? See, now I didn't think of the word MK Ultra, but I instantly thought of a sound frequency to knock them out, get them to go to sleep, something that came on TV, something that came on, like, the radio, something. A sound frequency, I feel like, did that to them, which, if you think about it, is damn near a form of MK Ultra. Think about in the movie Get Out, she swirled the spoon around the cup. Bro went to sleep. He hit the sunken place instantly. What if that was the case? See, it's like something like that. MK Ultra. And then they take over with it. They have you doing what they want you to do. Damn near hypnosis. Damn near. I mean, ain't MK... Let me know if I'm wrong. Is MK Ultra and hypnosis damn near the same thing? That's a question I really genuinely don't know. Enlighten me. I ain't afraid to not know some shit. So, enlighten me, please. I was thinking of something like that. And then I seen a comment and somebody was like, do you think... It was like, they do believe that that village going to sleep had a form of MK Ultra done to them. They was running MK Ultra on them. Let me know. This for entertainment purposes. None of that was true. We just coming up with fake shit. Y'all know.
So that earthquake that happened in Russia a couple weeks ago, was it an actual earthquake or was it allegedly? So if you're familiar in these conspiracy streets, bro, then you already heard the tea, you already done heard the get down. They saying like it's a galactic war going on underwater, y'all. And what we perceived to be an earthquake was actually a part of the war that was going on under the water in the seas, bro. And they said that's why lately fishermen have been reporting catching rare species of fish that they ain't never seen before. Catching rare entity type fish, bro, that got weird ink and all type of just stuff that's not normal to what we used to. They said fishermen been reporting weird creatures that they've been catching. They ain't never seen these creatures before. People been catching weird mermaid-like creatures in the backgrounds of their videos and their pictures in HD. If you know, you know. People always say, why we only catch mermaid sightings on quote-unquote Android type quality videos. Y'all all know that saying. Or just any type of extraterrestrial type entities. People be like, why we only catch it on Android type quality? No, y'all, they showing themselves in HD lately. Like, I'm not gonna put it on this video because I don't want this video to get taken down, but if y'all look up mermaid sightings as of lately after Russia earthquake and weird fish creatures after Russia earthquake, y'all gonna see all the footage, y'all. But this got me wondering, is these entities, is these mermaids trying to show us themselves? They trying to tell us what's really going on? Because why are they showing themselves so openly? We all know they're real secretive, real mysterious, real nonchalant vibes. So all of a sudden they trying to show themselves to us, bro. And this Russia earthquake was sus. It gave sus energy, it gave sus vibes, bro. It just didn't make sense. I mean, you know, we always have natural disasters, but it was just something real mystical about that, in my opinion. I mean, y'all, we all know the veil is being lifted, or it has been lifted, or it is lifted, or whatever the case may be. We all know that time is going through its own thing. Time is actually an illusion, in my opinion. But that's a whole different story, y'all. We need to figure out what's going on under the water, why these entities are showing themselves, allegedly. Why these rare fish are just showing up out of nowhere, y'all. Like, what's tea? What was the Russia earthquake, bro? Quote unquote, that triggered all these tsunami warnings across the lands, y'all. We need to collectively come to a conclusion on what's going on, what's really going on.
We have a wild video. This is coming out of Chile and captured by a woman named Liliana. And honestly, it has the internet divided. But what's interesting is after that huge earthquake in Russia, it seems to have stirred up the ocean waters. Odd sightings. And this is another one. And honestly, the internet is split on to what it is. Some say it's a pod of whales, maybe seals. Others say those look like human-like creatures. And they think it may be a group of mermaids. Take a look at this footage, comment below, and tell me, what do you see? Do you see something natural, or do you see something maybe from myths and legends?
Do y'all believe in sirens or no?
Show me what you see, babe.
I just want to let you know, not everything is as it seems in Vegas. That's where the souls go in, right there.
What do you
In case you
mean?
were wondering, this is a haunted place right now.
This mall?
Yes. Everything's unconscious here. Everything's an illusion.
But it's a spiritual place.
No, it's not spiritual at all. It sucks in celestials into the AI and everything. And these things are built
To harvest energy.
to harvest energy.
Interesting.
Energy harvesting tools.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
They keep saying Memphis is Egypt. We're over here at the grotto, the crystal grotto, and I just found that. That's insane.
We have a wild video. This is coming out of Chile and captured by a woman named Liliana. And honestly, it has the internet divided. But what's interesting is after that huge earthquake in Russia, it seems to have stirred up the ocean waters. Odd sightings. And this is another one. And honestly, the internet is split on to what it is. Some say it's a pod of whales, maybe seals. Others say those look like human-like creatures. And they think it may be a group of mermaids. Take a look at this footage, comment below, and tell me, what do you see? Do you see something natural, or do you see something maybe from myths and legends?
Dude, what is that?
The very last clip, see, looked like maybe seals or something. The clip, bro, I'm kind of like trying to understand what I just saw. It was one clip where their arms look like it's extended. That clip with their arms looking like they extended, bro. It looks like something's jumping out the water, arms extended, then going down. It looks human-like to me in the first couple clips. That last clip didn't look like human form. But one of them, bro, I seen a human head. Let me know if I'm tripping. What if that earthquake in Russia was really them bombing their base? Or, I don't know. Y'all let me know. They said there's something in there that aliens live in the water, right? What if... It's another rabbit hole. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Let me know y'all thoughts. Is you with it? Or are you against it? Was that mermaids, whales? Was it mermaids or sirens, what we would call it? Is it a whale? Is it a pod of seals? Explain what y'all think it is. I'm convinced it's sirens. Or what someone call mermaids. Whatever you refer to it as. I saw something human-like. More times than I saw something that looked like a seal. One time that I seen look like a seal, the rest look like mermaids and sirens. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Spam it up below.
Baby, the mermaids and sirens are showing themselves and we weren't ready. Y'all wanted to see sirens and mermaids? Well, now's your chance, because the earthquake done shook some things up and they're coming out to play. Are you ready? Y'all, that earthquake we just had, it was over 8-point-something magnitude off the coast of Russia, is bringing out these sirens, y'all. And I'm not talking about Disney mermaids. I am talking about actual sirens that look like this. Y'all, please stop believing Disney. These mermaids or sirens do not look like Ariel. They look more like Ursula with a twist of everything from your nightmares. Do not believe Disney. I have a couple videos I want to show y'all, and remember, these videos are all alleged. I don't know if they are actually from the past couple of days or not, but I'm going to show y'all these videos because, baby, these sirens are out hunting, allegedly. Now, I know that you see that this is real. Look at that. Like, that's got to be real. You know what I mean? Like, she saw the camera and she got the hell up out of here. She got ghost real quick when she saw that camera. She literally looked back at the camera and said, "Peace out, bro." Y'all, What? Like, just look. Very majestic, very pretty. Y'all, they're saying this is a pod of sirens or mermaids. Like, what? I guess the earthquake is just pushing them out of their hiding places. And this is literally where a siren slept on the beach. Look at that imprint. Like, what? That's a tail. That's a mermaid tail. Baby, this is a whole pod of mermaids. The earthquake done pushed them up out their hiding spot, y'all. Look at that. That is wild. They're just having a good old family reunion. The cousins, aunties, and everybody's. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this one was taken in the same place as the other one because it looks like the same area. It looks like just the same place in general. Like, there's a whole pod of mermaids just chilling in the ocean. They're just hanging out, having a good time, like we're having a barbecue in the ocean. Like, you can definitely tell they're mermaids. They're just chilling. Yo, what? This is wild. Like, the only thing is that I wish these videos were clearer and I wish they were longer so that we could actually see more, you know? But what do you guys think? Like, this earthquake has made some things come out, and I wouldn't be surprised if more beings start coming out since that earthquake happened. Like I said, I don't know if these videos are truly from the last couple of days or not, but this is all alleged. Are y'all ready to play with the mermaids and the sirens like you said you were? Because, baby, they're coming out to play now. Anyways, put your thoughts down below so we can talk about this because this is wild and I'm here for it. All of it.
Shout out to Carla Elliott, man. Legend. I told y'all I thought I saw a human.
After the big earthquake in Russia, could this be proof of mermaids? Take a look at the video and let me know what you think. When tectonic plates shift deep under the seafloor shakes and sometimes it rises or cracks, and if water pushes fast enough, it creates tsunamis rather than jet planes. But here's the creepy part. These quakes can also open up cracks and bands that release strange bubbles, and even new deep-sea creatures scientists have never seen before. After the last big earthquake that happened in Russia, people claim mermaids and ocean mysteries appear. While mermaids aren't real, quakes do reveal hidden life in the darkest parts of the ocean, and that's a big mystery that we still haven't discovered.
What if inner Earth? What if everything's connected? Now we know that's for sure. Everything's connected. What if the earthquake came because they know something's coming to the surface level and they need some backup? What if there were sirens that were already here on the surface level in our oceans? And let's say we got mythical creatures, sirens, mermaids, all types of different things we don't even know yet was in inner Earth. And they came, and the pressure for them coming out of inner Earth back onto the surface level caused that earthquake. This is another way to look at it. And they call in reinforcement, and now we able to see more and more and more of them. What if it was that? What if it was the 1% and what if they did something bad and caused that earthquake on purpose to mess up their home, cause them to migrate somewhere? We don't know. I'm just coming up with different scenarios. That's two different scenarios. Y'all let me know y'all perception. Let me know y'all ideas. Let me know if y'all agree, y'all disagree. Let me know y'all angles. Have me think from y'all angle for a second. Let me question what y'all questioning. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. There's a clip with I gotta memorize her name. It's the young lady with she got the dreads, she got the wicked dreads, and she got the beanie on. What if she said they starting to make themselves evident? It could be that. Or what if they were already around us, but the veil's thinning? We are rising in consciousness. We're starting to tap in a little bit more. What if that's why we're able to see it? I don't know. What if that was a part of the shift? We're able to see that's what's already been there. Or what if they're starting to make themselves more noticeable, trying to let us know something? I figure if it's that, they're gonna talk or something. They're gonna do some type of form of communication if it's that dire of a situation. That's why I came from the other perspective of, man, what if they already been there? We just now able to see them. Or what if we started to pay attention when we wasn't paying attention before? Just question it, man. Just question it.
Get y'all asses in here and sit down. So, little boy goes to the grocery store with his dad, and they're at the seafood section. All right, nothing to see here, right? Wrong. The little boy points at this funny looking meat here, and he says, "Dad, that's mermaid meat." Dad says, "No, you don't say. How do you know?" The baby said, "Read the picture." And I know y'all see the name of the supposed fish, cobia, right? So I did some digging, all right? Pay attention to this meat, all right? And I'm going to show you what cobia meat looks like. Don't look shit like what I just showed you, does it? No, it don't. Out of the mouths of babes. Y'all better learn how to listen to these kids, okay? Just listen to the kids, that's all I'm saying. Listen to the kids. And why no? Is it $23 damn a pound? The fish must scale, gut, and clean its damn self and fry itself too. Y'all ass up out of here now.
Do y'all realize the CIA, Hollywood, the FBI, they're all in on it together, right? Some of the best brainwashing technology is literally the TV, the cell phone, because they tell you the truth in movies and TV shows. Because of universal law, they have to tell you what they're doing or what they're gonna do so they don't get no bad karma from it. But they don't tell it to you straight up because then you're actually gonna pay attention to it. So they tell you subtly using entertainment. And that's one of the best ways to subliminally program somebody is using entertainment. Because while you're busy being entertained, while you're busy laughing, you're not paying attention to the knowledge that was encoded into what you're being entertained by. There is esoteric knowledge in almost all the movies and TV shows that we have. There is esoteric knowledge in many TV shows and movies that you watch. There are subliminal messages, hidden occultism, hidden symbolism in almost every show and movie you watch. Your gas stations, your grocery stores, everything around us is hidden symbolism. Because that's the thing, when you didn't design something, you don't know what its actual intended purpose was. All you can do is take the word of the person who designed it and say, yeah, this is what it's for. And you just gotta believe them. But what you don't understand is if that person is smarter than you, if they know more knowledge than you don't know what their intent is.
This how you know I ain't capping about this shit. Hey yo, do y'all remember? Y'all niggas is from here. So do y'all remember when we took that trip to the plantation, bro? That field trip to the plantation. Y'all remember that shit? Yeah. When niggas took that trip to the plantation and the people was dressed up real nice. And like it was real nice at the top, and up under the house it was like a dungeon. It was a big ass in Charleston, bro. It was a big ass tree in the middle of the yard and shit. And it was like you had to be real courteous. We had to get there real early in the morning and shit. You think I be playing about that shit? Like no, nigga, they really took us to a plantation as a field trip.
I'm about to warn you what's about to happen, and I just want y'all to know that this is 1,000% going to happen. They already put it in our face, and I don't want to hear, oh, we're in the end times, because it's not that. But they will propagate that whole type of situation to make y'all think that for a great reset. But that's not what this video is about. But some of y'all have already noticed this. You are really about to see on TV. We've already seen some on TV, like the opening of CERN was a ritual. They are about to really normalize demonic rituals on a worldwide mass scale. We've already been privy to some, whether you knew it or not. They were rituals, they were. They're about to normalize ritualistic events where some of y'all that are not here won't even understand or know what you're seeing. But some of us, yes. Why you think they come out with all these conspiracies? Why you think they told y'all about Bohemian Grove? Why you think they told y'all about CERN? It's disclosure, karmic retribution. It's not conspiracy. They make you think that so all you regular people think, oh, we're crazy. And they're putting it in your face. The normalization of ritualistic behavior is about to be so abundant that that's all you're about to see. And some of y'all who think that we're crazy, you know, the ones that decide to stay asleep on purpose, purposefully ignorant, y'all are going to have the worst rude awakening. Because then you're going to go, damn, it's too late. So you've been warned. It's here. They've already started, if you've not noticed. Ritualistic behavior and events will be televised. Peace to the gods.
If Jackie Kennedy was the one who not only killed Marilyn, but her own husband, John F. Kennedy. I know that sounds like one of those conspiracy theories, but come to think about it. Marilyn passed away shortly after it came out that she had an affair with John F. Kennedy. What if she, I mean, look at her face. She definitely looked like she would. Hired somebody to do something to her, enter her house, and unalive her. Her autopsy says that Marilyn displayed bruises on her body. This bruising was not normal. Not only that, bruising doesn't happen post-mortem. So that bruising had to happen before she passed away. And then as she was already, it could have developed. And it could even develop hours after death. But the trick point is that it happened during her being alive. What if somebody did something to her and she was struggling? Then a year and like 2 to 3 months later, John F. Kennedy gets assassinated. 2 people connected to her. 2 people who did her wrong. And somehow, some way, even though she was in the car with him, she wasn't a target? Something's up. Somebody got to study this conspiracy theory with me, because I think she did it.
What's that saying? Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. I'm not going to put it past her. Who's to say she didn't go sit down with them people that wanted him gone and she wanted somebody gone? And to me, a person who has the same enemy as mine is my friend. I could see her going to sit down with them people and they come into a understanding of, you want him gone, I'm mad at him, I want her gone. So you handle that, and if you give me the job, I can get it done. I seen a clip, somebody said she might have pulled that on him in the car. I actually saw the clip, and if I'm not mistaken, it got blocked from here, and I had to take that part out. But it showed the driver turning around, blowing him from the back. Hey, for entertainment purposes, I could just see her sitting down with those people, scorned, mad, and like, you know what? Look, I know some shit too, and he told me some shit too, but I'm not gonna tell. I need y'all to get him out. I need y'all to get her out of here. If y'all help me, I can get him out of here. And that's what ended up happening. They had a common enemy, and they walked away free. It's my observation. For entertainment purposes, none of what I said was true. So that music might get muted, just so it can make it on.
Oh, good, having fun so far?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
You got some good chaos
Yes,
here.
sir, yes, sir.
Ready to kill it?
Hell yeah.
You guys got to do good in the Fanatics games.
Got to.
Who is it? Who's doing it?
I haven't did the Fanatics games yet. I'm about to do this right here.
You're helping him, right?
I think Speed, is Speed doing it?
Speed, yeah, everyone's doing it.
Okay, man, I'm gonna check it out.
Brady's number 1 right now.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Fan is number 2.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. For sure, for sure.
That's when you know you in there. You in there when he pro.
Biggest trick they pulled on the world was when they told us that witchcraft was evil, because they then proceeded to use it against the whole world. And everybody uses it. Everybody. Celebrities, business people, religious organizations, they all use it. It's witchcraft all up in your favorite TV shows, all up in your favorite movies. It's witchcraft symbolism all on your favorite products that you love to wear, that you love to buy. It's witchcraft ingredients in all your favorite foods that you love to get from that grocery store. When you really look at all the ceremonies and shit that a lot of religious organizations perform, you realize these ceremonies, the artifacts they use, all of this shit is witchcraft. Because when you really study deep into esoteric understandings, you start to understand all this shit. It's really the biggest reverse psychology move they ever pulled, was convincing the world that witchcraft was evil, and then they in turn used it on the world. And most people not gonna understand what I'm saying. You gonna think I'm just talking on my ass. Go study occultism. Go study alchemy. Go study etymology. Go study witchcraft. Go study hoodoo, and you'll understand what I'm saying. When you get into symbolism and numerology, and you understand all these different subjects, and then you look at the world, you'll see what I'm saying.
To some people, like myself, like him, we look at it as, how you gonna go to war with some shit that you don't know nothing about? When you go to war, you don't just go to war with somebody and be like, oh, I don't know what they use. I don't know what weapons they have. I don't know nothing about their history. I don't know nothing about them. Because you got to know how to beat them. When you play ball, when you play sports, you can't just walk into a game, didn't do no scouting report on this team. You don't know who their best player is. You don't know what schemes you're going to run. You don't know who you're going to trap in the corners. You don't know what receiver you're going to throw the ball to. You don't know what this person hit the ball like. Like, whatever sports you playing, you gotta, whatever thing you doing, if you going at somebody, you gotta know what they do, how they do it, their weaknesses, their strong points. You gotta understand all this shit before you just go at it. So if you think you about to just walk around your life without fighting evil, bro, you're not gonna live a peaceful life without fighting evil. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. You can't have your good without going through your bad. You can't make it to new levels without fighting new damn devils. Like, it's just that simple, bro. So when people be like, I don't want to go learn this. Well, when it whoop your ass, when it's on your ass and you don't know how to get it off, or when it's on your ass because you didn't know that you bought an item that was from another company who does worship this shit, hey, that's you. You was the same one talking about, I don't want to learn this. I don't want to learn that. Well, don't be mad when what you didn't want to learn is whooping your ass. And you can't figure how to whoop it, how to get even with it or get it off of you. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. But again, I don't want to persuade nobody to do nothing. You do what you please. I'm just going to give my truth to those who will gravitate towards it. And if you don't, go to the left. It's simple. We're going to go to the next clip. If you gravitate towards it and it helped you, I'm glad it helped you. If it didn't, discard it. We're going to move on. That's how I see it. That's how I see life. I ain't trying to persuade nobody to do nothing. You're going to make your own choice. This is free will. It's just some game in case you need some guidelines to go through. That's it. It's just a suggestion. It's just my opinion. It's just my truth that I'm speaking. Things I live by. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. But I'm going to go ahead and agree with them. Straight up.
And as a society, I would say that we generally disregard people who have mental illnesses, who struggle with substance abuse or with homelessness as unreliable narrators. We discredit them and their story and we say, oh, they're just crazy. But what if they're not? What if they really are seeing things and the things that they're seeing count on them being unreliable narrators? This is a story exactly about that. I don't think that it's safe to say that anybody that says something crazy happened while they're under the effects of a certain substance or mental illness is absolute truth. But I'm just saying that what if there is some truth to some of them? And I'm just here to say the weird thing out loud and tell the stories as they were shared with me. So use your discernment. This is what she said. She was in Vancouver with her ex. It was the middle of the night. They were laying in a park on a concrete pad in some kind of pavilion with some concrete steps with some plants and trees around. Around the park were very tall high-rises. They're laying there using a substance, and they look up and they see that one of the high-rises has gone completely dark. Like, all the lights in the building have gone out. She said typically if this happens in a tall building, there are backup generators. However, nothing went on. So now they're staring at this completely dark building while all of the lights in the surrounding buildings are on. And at the top of the building, in the penthouse, They see a flicker of red light, and as the curtains get drawn, they see a fire that is now burning in the middle of this penthouse in downtown Vancouver. And around the fire stands a group of people that are in hooded cloaks, and they have their arms raised above their head around the fire. I don't know how many there were, she didn't say, but she did say that in her peripheral vision, she noticed some movement. So she looks over, and on the top of the building, next to that tall building, she saw people standing on top of the rooftop. And those people seem to be looking out for anybody that's looking at the penthouse. So she starts to get uncomfortable, and she's like, I don't really want a part of this. There's too many people involved. And she says to her ex, like, we should get up, like, we should go. And he starts joking around. He's like, they're not actually doing anything. You know, it's just some weirdos having a party. At that point, a man walks through the park, and he seems to be walking quickly toward them in the pavilion. And as he gets to the pavilion, he slows his pace down, and he gives them the very obvious side eye. And she said at that point, even though she was under the influence of something, she's still a woman, and her fight or flight kicked in. And she kicks her ex, and she's like, get up, like, we have to get out of here. Meanwhile, this man is just walking by them very slowly, staring at them very obviously. And she just jumps up, and she's like, come on, like, you're taking too long. And this man keeps walking by slowly until he passes the pavilion, and then he quickens his pace again, and he walks into the dark. Her ex, she said, had this obnoxious habit of, like, taking too long when he knew he was being pressured to do something. So he's taking his time getting up, trying to give her a hard time. And finally, she just said, you know what, I've had enough of this. I'm getting out of here. I don't want anything to do about this. Meanwhile, the figures in the penthouse seem to be moving with faster intensity. As she starts to leave her ex, she notices a couple coming into the park, and they are walking up to the pavilion with the same intensity as the man that just walked by. They slow down when they reach the pavilion, and they're just staring at her and her boyfriend. She's walking off, and the man that she originally saw who walked into the park had looped around and now was suddenly standing in front of her in the path. She looks at him up and down. He looks at her up and down. He's clearly blocking the path, and she says, who's going to believe what some irrelevant addict has to say anyway? So he stares at her for a minute. She said it was like he was staring into her soul, and he did a little smirk and stepped to the side to let her pass. She said she's doing much better now. She's been clean and sober for 6 years. She has a good little life. She's a mom. She says that one of the reasons that she thinks that she's experienced that and a couple other weird things is because those things always happen in the middle of the night, and the only people around who witness them are the people who are out for nefarious reasons, who are not credible witnesses as it is. Further, she says these weird rituals, these things that people don't really believe are real, always happen in the places that normal people don't go. Let me know what you think. She will be seeing the comments, so be kind, and keep sending me your spooky, scary stories. I try to post one every single day.
I'm gonna keep this real quick, real brief. Alright, so I was on a bus, and it was this chick. She said, you Jesus! I knew it was you! I'm like, what? She said, yeah, I knew it was you. Now watch this too. Alright, so I was in the mirror yesterday, right? And the way that you can see them, remember what Jay-Z used to do? You hear me? You do this in the mirror and look all through. You hear me? On my mama, you'll see them in the mirror. You will see them. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, because I'm telling you the truth. I'm gonna drop the gemstones for you so you can know what the fuck is really going on. Learn.
Didn't I tell y'all when y'all see this face that I'm about to drop a truth bomb on you? So Cynthia Erivo mocks Christ. Y'all can't see what is the true way to salvation. It has to be Yeshua HaMashiach. They always mock. I'm gonna show y'all this clip, and then I'm gonna show y'all other celebrities that did the same thing. Y'all see this? Just leave Jesus alone. Why y'all keep doing this? God is not mocked. Look, first up, who did it? Everybody looking at Kendrick Lamar like he's the savior for the black people. They not like us. Look at him mocking Christ. And Tupac, aka Machiavelli. Look at him on the cross hanging, mocking Jesus Christ. Look at Lil Nas X, also mocking Yeshua HaMashiach. Y'all unbelievers, non-believers, y'all don't see that this is the way? Come on now. Here we go again, Nas. You can hate me now with, you already know who on the song. And what do you see here? The diddler. He's also mocking him, and he's on the cross too. You see what I'm saying? How Yeshua HaMashiach is the way? Non-believers, unbelievers, look. The baby is also mocking Christ. And I said this to a guy that attends the Church of Satan. He says, hail Satan. He had it on his shirt, and I was talking to him, and he said, we love to mock him because he's not real, so we love to mock him and just make fun. But no, he is the way. The devil is a liar.
Yeah, could be a healthy lifestyle, but that look
Ever since that day on 2020, like way back. Ever since that day, nigga, I've been seeing signs, and I try to ignore them because I used to feel like I was tripping because I used to think I was just on some psychosis shit. That's why I named my account Not a Psychosis, because I had to realize, like, when you put on the glasses and you really start seeing shit, you can't take these bitches off. It's impossible. And you start to realize how normal people really live their life, and you used to be a normal person. It's so crazy how you can see this. You can see the difference, and you can tell too, not just by seeing it, but once you talk to a person and you try to relate to them, they get lost. Like, I tried to have a conversation with somebody before about this shit, bro, and they didn't know what the fuck I was talking about because I thought everybody seen it. But then I realized, bro, these niggas don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I probably sound crazy as. It's really like being in an adopted family, and then they finally tell you by the time you 24 that you was adopted. Now your whole life been a lie. That's how it feel. Like, I woke up like way back when 2020, way back when. So this shit, like, it's a little bit more normal for me now, but I'm still learning shit. Like, I always want to leave some room to grow. You hear me? Because I don't never want to act like I know everything, but like, I know a lot.
If you're not into really creepy stories about the paranormal, literally just scroll past this video. But if you are, I have a truly scary paranormal story for you. So this happened to me 2 years ago when I went on a birthday trip to Las Vegas. And basically, I really wanted to see this place called the Mob Museum. I was literally fascinated. I was like, I have to see it. And I'm really into forensics, and the organized crime stuff sounded interesting, so I wanted to go. So I go to the Mob Museum. It is 3 floors. I start at the first floor, I look all around. I go to the second floor, I look all around. And before I get to the third floor, I realize it is 10 minutes until closing, and my mom's like, hey, just meet me downstairs, you go ahead. So I continue up these stairs to the third floor, and when I get up there, I'm the only one there. There's no one up there, which was fine with me. I'm actually thinking at the time, this is awesome. Like, no one's in my way. I can just make my little round and head out. So when I get up there, I look kind of to the left, and there's a room where there's like a purple, real groovy looking couch, real groovy looking living room setup. And I'm thinking, oh, that looks cool. So I walk in there. Immediately when I walk in there, I just don't feel right. I don't know how to explain it. I don't feel great. Like, I just feel off. It felt like I just suddenly was like, came over with like just this creeped out feeling for some reason, and I didn't know why, because I was just admiring this like real unique looking living room setup they had going on up there. That was until I look over to the right and I noticed that there is a whole wall with a display of very graphic crime scene photos. And that wasn't the problem, okay? Like, I've seen crime scene photos, I've taken classes in forensics and stuff, but these pictures, I've never seen pictures like that displayed like that on a wall, framed with plaques underneath. I was just kind of like, I don't know. I started thinking that was why I felt off initially when I walked in the room. I was like, I don't know. I felt like the way that those people were being displayed was just like not respectful to the deceased. So my intuition was telling me, don't participate in this madness. Like, literally, let's just go. Let's just leave. So despite what my intuition was probably telling me, I'm literally thinking, I don't know, I kept gaslighting myself. I was like, maybe it's because the pictures, and I basically swallow the lump in my throat, and I'm like, no, I'm going into forensics. I have to be able to handle this. So I go up to the wall to look at all these pictures and the like stories of these people. I only looked at a couple that were on the very right side. I read like a couple of them. And then one of the other pictures from like over here somewhere caught my eye because it looked so old. It was like so saturated and so black and white that I was like, this looks like maybe the oldest picture on this wall. So I look at that picture. It's a real graphic crime scene of a man. I cannot say anything else about it on this app. So I go up to this picture, I'm looking at it, and at some point I go to read the plaque. So I move my eyes down from the photo, and as soon as I'm not even joking, as soon as I start reading this guy's name, dude, bro, as I'm reading his name, feel an energy rise behind me. Like, it felt like a tall person was like standing behind me or something. And I don't know how to explain why I felt like this specifically, but it felt like something was like hovering over me. Like, I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain. I mean, it was just horrifying. It felt like something was like looking down at me. And I immediately feel like frozen. Like, the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. I have chills up and down my spine. I am
not good. And I start booking it out of that room, and I'm surprised I didn't literally full sprint jump down those freaking stairs, but something kept telling me, like, don't run or I'm gonna give off, like, more fear, more energy of fear. I was fully doused in fear. It probably would have made no difference. But I get down to the first floor. So I finally get down on the first floor, and I have to go down this entire corridor, like this entire hallway. And it's kind of a short hallway, and then you have to turn right to get to the exit and entrance of the museum. But when I tell you this felt like the longest hallway in the world, I'm telling you it felt like the longest hallway in the world. So I start speed walking down the hallway, and suddenly this energy that felt like was following me felt like it was literally standing in mine. It felt like something was standing in my energy. Like I came over with somehow even more fear than I was already feeling, and start full on sprinting, about nearly falling over, like flying down these hallways. I'm literally just like flying towards the exit. And I get up to my mom, and she's like, oh my God, are you okay? I was literally like, thank God that's over. And then I get home, and some weird happened at my house. Some weird stuff happened at my house. And mind you, I've had paranormal experiences before. I have had things whisper in my ear. I have had weird experiences, but nothing made me scared like this. Nothing in my life. And I've been through and like a lot of other things, and this truly is the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. But if you want a part 2, let me know.
Bro. Where are you going? What are you off to go do? Holy shit! Going from as far as I could see when I pulled on this road, like 6 blocks ago. I could see that I had to wait at a train, but I couldn't tell what it was. Holy shit. Sacramento, California. This would be heading south. Heading south from Sacramento, California. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Good luck down there, folks. What the?
Shit, heading south? We know where they headed. They headed to LA, bro. They headed to LA, bro. And I seen so many comments of people saying, oh, the music festivals are a distraction. That many people? That many people? You mean to tell me it's that many of us who willing to go out there and work for those people and say this is all a distraction? That many people? You mean to tell me they got that many people working for them? We got the power in numbers, so how the hell... I don't understand this shit, bro. I don't know. I know they heading down south because they going to the, what people will call it, some people. They going to the music festivals, bro. That's where they headed to. They headed down there for that reason. And with the music festivals, it's a lot of us, which is great to see. The people starting to stand together. It just kind of sucks when you got some people who say that's a distraction. Or when it sucks when you got some people who finally see us uniting, like they say in our united we stand or divided we fall. The same people would love to use that saying right there. They love to use oh, it's a distraction when it comes to the R word, when it comes to people uniting down there with these music festivals. They like to say that this shit's a distraction. We see exactly what side of the fence you on. And the crazy thing with that is, like, why we just can't sit back and be like, yo, we coming together as people. Look what we doing right here. We coming together as people. We got them out there doing the music festivals. They coming together as people. We all coming together. So what the hell is the problem? What's the problem? And that's the shit that I be saying, like, when I had talks to my family, I'm like, bro, this shit get hard to keep doing these videos sometimes, because you got so many people who, man, I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. It's like we always say we divided. We finally starting to come together, and people got this word of, oh, it's a distraction. Oh, it's a psyops. Oh, that's not real. Oh, those are actors. Oh, those are, like, come on, bro. Why, when we finally started to come together, you got a problem with that? When we wasn't to coming together, you had a problem with that. Now we coming together and you still got a problem with that. Like, bro, how would you want it to be? How would you want it to be? I'm curious, because I seen a few comments like that. So I'm asking, how would y'all want it to be? If that's a distraction and all this over here is a distraction, how would you want it to be? Spam it up, please. Let me know. I'm curious to hear that. I'm curious to hear your perspective. Because the way you going about it now, your perspective is throwing me off, bro. It's throwing me off. It's scrambling my brain. And I'm like, yo, look, before I say don't talk to me at all, I'm trying to be civilized and be like, how would you go about it? I'm curious. Maybe nobody has asked you that before, but I'm curious to hear it.
Hey, William. So I just met William down here in downtown Savannah in the Reynolds Square, and he saw me fighting these vampires, and he came up to me and was like, I gotta tell you a story. Go ahead.
Well, I'll just tell you what I know that happened to me. I drove a cab for many years for Adam Cab. I was sent to a location called the Foley House to pick up 3 young ladies. Well, they were older ladies, actually. They had what's called Southern Bells, little umbrellas, things of this nature. I picked them up. They got in the cab. They were going to Elizabeth's on 37th Street. And they were chatting and laughing in the back seat, and I was having a good time. I'm just cruising. And I got to Elizabeth's, and I turned around and said, ma'am, well, your fare's going to be, such and such, and there was nobody in the cab.
What?
So I called my boss, man. I said, Martin, you're not going to believe this. Before I could get to my story, he's cussing me out. Did you pick up the 3 ladies from the Foley House? I'm like, dude, I did, but nobody's in the cab. I was working at 1790 restaurant at one time. I was a dishwasher there. Got off kind of late, around about maybe 1:30 somewhere. I'm walking home. I'm heading toward the east side, and it was foggy outside. And I just had a strange feeling, like the hair on the back of my neck was rolling up.
I understand.
And I looked in back of me, and even in the fog, I see this guy. He's wrapped in a black cape. True story, believe it. Don't have to.
I would.
Wrapped in a black cape, and he was no less than 20 feet from me.
Over there, right?
Yes, ma'am. And I hollered out, yo, dude, what are you doing, right? And when I did that, I took off running. And when I looked back, he was gone.
He was gone fast, right?
Yeah. He literally disappeared.
Thank you so much for telling me this story.
Savannah,
my
Georgia.
friend, Savannah, Georgia.
I just can't unsee this. Post Malone was doing this performance recently, and he was doing this very similar thing as this very famous singer named Amy Winehouse, and this was actually one of her last performances before passing away. And what many people were saying is that as Amy Winehouse was doing this and now Post Malone is doing it, does this mean that something is about to happen to him? I don't know, guys, you gotta let me know your thoughts on this one. I just can't unsee this. Post Malone was doing this performance recently, and he was doing this very similar thing as this very famous singer named Amy Winehouse, and this was actually one of her last performances before passing away. And what many people were saying,
if you're anywhere close to my age, you remember the white Bronco and the police chasing it endlessly, and the court case that ensued, and the whole world watching. And if you're a youngin' and don't know what I'm talking about, this is former NFL football player O.J. Simpson, who at the time was retired but still in the limelight with movies and broadcasting. And this was his former wife, who was... And they were chasing that white Bronco because they wanted to question O.J. And what ensued over the coming months was the nation literally enthralled with this court case. It was on every TV in every building you would ever turn on, the OJ court case. And it was a huge deal because a person in the limelight was being questioned for the death of this poor, innocent, blonde woman. And well, he was eventually acquitted of all charges, but it still left that poor young lady without her life. And then to add insult to injury, about a dozen or so years later, this woman, Megyn Kelly, came on the newscasting scene, and all sorts of those crazy conspiracy theorists would talk about how that's her, they look alike, it's her. You know the type, the real crazy kind, the kind that thinks the earth is flat. I mean, they don't even really look alike, not even at all. I mean, her chin's a little pointier and her nose is a little more pointed. I mean, those aren't things they could ever manipulate. And I mean, so what? Their faces are perfectly symmetrical. I mean, their eyes are different color. Come on, can't be the same person because their eyes are different color. And even if they were the same, you would think it's been 30 years. At some point, there would have been someone determined enough who cared enough about exposing the truth that would find some sort of evidence. There's got to be someone out there, just someone who cares. And that's all they do is care, and they want truth out. But I guess that person would have to not care how they looked, and they would have to not care about the ridicule they got because all they cared about was exposing the truth. It'd have to be someone with some thick skin, some real thick skin. But of course, this is just a satirical account of the crazy conspiracy theorists that are out there. I know that poor Nicole is gone, and poor Megyn, all the torment she went through, people thinking that she was being a deceiver. And I know that they're both women, entertainment only people.
Now, you want to say that was a distraction? Perfect. It was, to me. But also, I'm going to ask to the ones who don't think it was a distraction. Did OJ do it or did he not? Spam it up, bro. And let's be respectful in the comments. Did he do it or did he not? I think it was a distraction, but if we had to answer that question, did he do it or did he not? I don't think he did it personally, but I think he had somebody do it. He know who did it. I heard it was his son. I don't know. This for entertainment purposes. None of what I'm saying is true. None of what I'm saying is real. I just want to hear y'all perspective on something that did not happen, or something that the court said didn't happen. Let me know y'all thoughts. On that note, y'all know how we coming. I know y'all hate this part of the video, but y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all watching on TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Man. Thank y'all Collective for joining me, coming, watching this video, supporting this whole time. I thank y'all. And until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just checked my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know